Really happy to be here, to be chairing this session on competing consumer journeys, which hopefully you got good insights from in the morning.
Definitely, your session was so interesting. It was about omni-channel versus multi-channel, and I'm so curious to know what you think about this because you were a panelist, so you were the one who were moderating it. So I really want to know what you think.
Yeah, so I think the key thing is whatever approach or strategy you take, just do it brilliantly well. There is no right or wrong answer. There is no silver bullet. And it also depends on your brand, where it stands in the minds of the consumers. And so the aim is to win consumers. And so whatever it takes to win, at times you have to flex your strategy. But for me, in the FMCG sector, there's a lot of focus on ensuring a lot of seamless experience for the consumer and the customer. But the starting point is multi-channel, ensuring that there is enough depth and reach. But then once we get more evolved, once we get more sophisticated in our approach, I think omni-channel will become the way forward in driving the right value from understanding our consumer better.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So Fawad, you work as you are a pioneer in the digital marketing industry in some ways because of all the work that you've done. So what do you think is the biggest trend in digital marketing in Pakistan right now, and what do you think that digital marketers in Pakistan need to look out for or need to be geared up for in the future for Pakistan?
Right. So, in terms of digital marketing, there are three aspects that we need to be mindful of. The first one is, am I using the right amount of data to market to my consumers digitally with precision? So, precision marketing becomes important. The second thing is, again, using a lot of the convergence that you see on with retailers and their media, pivot. Am I doing the performance marketing right? Which means I need to have the capability to be able to optimize on the go in real time to ensure whatever monies I'm spending online is giving me the right return through each specific campaign. And the third thing, which is still something that we aspire to get to, is creating meaningful one-on-one relationship with our consumers. And I think technology and digital marketing, if done in the right way, can help us do that. And the key event, of course, the key reason why we want to do that is you're able to know and talk and have a direct relationship with the consumer versus through intermediaries. But you've got to, in the beginning, work through partners, work through intermediaries. And so therefore, always keep the eye on the ball to say the end state is to know the consumer directly, to have that meaningful relationship directly. But the path to that journey means working and understanding the ecosystem. And Pakistan, we're still in its infancy in terms of digital marketing. But I think very important to keep an eye out on the trends, the new technologies, because the media platforms are evolving. They are bringing in innovation. We're not just dependent on one or two major players. There are a lot of new players emerging in this space. So just working with them, experimenting, and that's key. Keep experimenting, keep getting, keep failing, but make sure scale up when you know something's working really well. So that's the key advice that I'd give, to everyone who's embarking on digital marketing.
Great. I think that is really good advice, very insightful as well. And just one last question. For all the new entrants in the market, the Gen Zs of the world, what advice would you like to give to them as new brand managers, digital marketing managers? What would you think is one advice that would be useful to them?
Well, a couple of advice. I think the first one is, given most of the new Gen Zs or new people coming into the workforce are Gen Zs, they are mostly digital natives. And so the biggest challenge that they face is that their seniors are not, and they're analogs, and working with them and understanding where the seniors are coming from. I think that's a critical thing because most of the time the youngsters come in, they get disenfranchised or disenchanted and they kind of leave. But I think as Musharraf Hai said, having the strategic patience to understand where the other side is coming from. That's the first advice. The second advice, turn it around, become a reverse mentor to the people who are decision makers or senior, and therefore create that value for the organization and for yourself as an individual in making sure that you are not just bringing the best that you've learned, as you've grown as a digital native, but also spread that word, influence the people in the organization, because I feel the youngsters get, demotivated very quickly. So having that strategic patience, but equally influencing the top management or the middle management. And the way to influence is by showing results. Not just talk, but ensuring that when you're saying and you're convinced that you can do something in a better way, more effective way, much more quicker, do it, show the results. I'm pretty sure everyone will see value in that and then embark or embed that in the organization. So for all the youngsters out there, make sure you're having a two-way conversation with your bosses and you're not just receiving instructions. Continue to show them how you can drive better results using new technologies, new techniques, and impress the hell out of your bosses. And I'm sure if you can do that, you will grow in the organization, but you will also learn in the process and drive it really well for the business in play. So thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much for taking out time for us.
Thank you very much.